I'm Alan,
And I'm Sarah
and we're the class team.
at Realty One Group Dockside out of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
And today we're at our open house at 1015 Hagley Drive in Pawleys Island.
It is in Hagley Estates, which is an optional voluntary HOA. Do you want to explain a little bit about that?
Basically, it's just what it sounds. It's up to you if you want to pay the HOA. I'd be honest with you, I don't know what they would provide for you. I had lived in a community for a while that was voluntary, and all they did was landscape the sign around where you came in. There were no common areas.
That's basically what you're paying for. There are some mild deed restrictions, mostly about rentals, but here you can do boat and RV parking. You're just west of 17. You're about 15 minutes from Huntington Beach State Park, which we did a video on earlier. This home was actually carried from Garden City Beach, and what was it, 2006?
2006, and put on a whole new foundation.
On a whole new foundation. This is awesome, and it was renovated. It's got hard floors. There are some parts that have carpeting, but
the quartz countertops in the kitchen.
You can see that.
And I should say the floor is not sloping. Sarah's wearing heels today, so she is a little taller than me.
Yes, I'm cheating on the height today. But yeah, so this is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, has a separate guest entrance if you want to have like guests stay downstairs. It's private. It has a large lot. It's a 1/3 of an acre. This is approximately 2,000 heated square feet.
Approximately, and you could fit anywhere from 4 to 6 cars on the driveway, depending the size of the cars.
2.5 car garage too.
Well, they call it a 3-car garage.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah,
Yes.
3.
But yeah, you can pretty much build a pool in the backyard with the size of the backyard. So, but also we wanted to talk about how important it is to have an agent guide you throughout things, because there's so many nuances in a transaction that people don't realize. You want to start with some of the things.
There is a lot. First off, you have to get pre-approved. All right, that's very important, but you also want an agent that is going to be knowledgeable of the area. You know, I know 2 right here, they're very knowledgeable. We've been doing this a long time together, almost 10 years together. So we have worked the Grand Strand all the way from Georgetown up to Little River.
To the North Carolina border.
Yeah, we literally sold property about 100 yards from the North Carolina property. You could walk to it. That is probably the key. Anybody could put up a billboard, but how much do they really know about the market and about where you're looking to buy?
And are they going to stay in communication with you and can keep you advised on everything that's going on? So there's been a lot of changes with everything, and especially even with the market conditions changing. There are some homes that are in what's called pre-foreclosure. There could be multiple liens on a property, and you don't want to be shocked with that. So in South Carolina, and New York is the only other state in the country that does attorney closing. So you do have to have an attorney for closing. Your agent should guide you. They get nothing out of it other than just they work with this particular attorney and have a good working relationship. Same thing with lending. If you have to finance, you want to pick a good local lender who can go through all the things.
Right, and communication's key. You know, Sarah and I are always in communication with our clients. We let them know what's going on, if any hiccups come along. And the same thing also for a lender. You want to make sure you have a lender that doesn't just take your application and then you hear from them 3 days before closing. You know, you want somebody who's going to keep you updated what's going on. And again, if there are any hiccups and what's being done to address those problems.
That's exactly right. Yeah, because there's also insurance things here. You want to do your research. Have whoever you do with your car insurance, they can bundle usually with homeowners, and you want to check each address, and a good insurance agent is going to check that address and tell you a quote, because that could affect your cost and it's going to increase it, especially if you're financing. You have to have insurance. So, and some could require flood insurance, and some might not even. There's some homes here that are super close to the ocean that they've been getting dropped by insurance companies. So please do your research.
Right, and fortunately, this home is not in a flood zone that's going to require flood insurance.
This homeowner just chose to do it just because when you live so close to the ocean, they felt more comfortable. There are possibilities to be transferred, not with this policy, but some policies can be transferred, and that can save you money. That's another question to ask. But
Right.
we had a lot of information to go over today, but you can check out other properties and neighborhoods and talk to us on our website, www.classteam.com.
Or you can reach us at 843-699-6886, and you can text us or call us, and you'll get both Sarah and myself will respond to you.